Hello, boys and girls, more boys and girls, and welcome to Nigel from NigelShaw.com. Today, I'm actually really excited to share with you this idea that I came up with, but it's not all due to me. I'll share more with you later. It's called a Wealth Triangle Thesis 2022. So what happened was that I am attending some courses as well. These are all paid courses, and one concept that one of the trainers, the master trainers, taught me is this thing. It's called thesis. It's like, why do you make a certain stand or statement? What upholds it, right? And that forces me, or that caused me to think about what I'm doing about money, what I'm actually trying to say, what I'm trying to do, here in nihiltry.com. And previously I come up with a few different sharings before, and they seem very complex, convoluted, but actually it can be simplified a lot more. So if you go to this one, so the word thesis means a statement or theory that you put forward as a premise to be maintained or proved. So what I'm putting together here is my wealth triangle thesis on how what I'm doing that has worked for me. Some part is still experimental, some part is working, has worked, and likely will work some more in the future, right? So wealth triangle is a triangle shape. So, and there's 3 points. So the first point of the triangle is where we talk about income generation, right? Income generation, there are 5 levels to it. From the most basic, which is you're having a job. Just going to move my video, okay? So the most basic where you get a job, a basic job, a 9 to 5, where you can pay your bill, pay for your living expenses, your Netflix, your food, whatever, okay? But you can level it up, right? For some of you, you don't just want a job, you don't just want a 9 to 5, you want a career, you want to be someone who can rise the ranks in corporate, in business, in the place that you're working, be it small business, medium size, or big business, right? So some of you make it a career. A job may be paying you less, maybe less than 100 grand, maybe 60, 50, 60, 70 grand. But a career is when you dedicate yourself to it, you want to improve in it, you go for interviews, you ask for promotions, and you keep growing, right? Careers where you go from 50, 60, 70 grand a year in income to something that's a 6 figure, 100K and above is a career, right? Then to tier one up above that, freelance. I put freelancing as one tier above that, even though you might earn lesser as a freelancer compared to career, right? Why I put freelance one tier up is because freelancing allows you to have more freedom. That's what freelance, right? There's less security, slightly less stability in the beginning, but it also allows you to have multiple streams of income. For example, right, let's say job and career. For jobs and career, what's nice is that there's a certain sense of social. You have your colleagues that you can work with, you have your supervisors, and so on and so forth. However, the thing with jobs and careers that you have one source of income. 100% of one income to me is much more scary than freelance. With freelance, I can have maybe um, 10 clients, and if one of the clients decide to not continue with me, I will just replace the client with another one. That means I'm only at risk 10% of the time. Or at most, even if 50% of that, 50 of them fire me, I still have 50%. But when it comes to job and career, if you get retrenched, if you lose your job, if your company closes down, you have lost 100% of your one income, right? So in that perspective, I would say freelance ranks higher because you have multiple sources of income. You are more de-risked and deconcentrated. Okay, so you have more freedom as well. Um, the one tier higher than freelance is actually what I call highly paid skills, right? So highly paid skills you can be a freelancer as well, but highly paid skills are very specific skills that earns you a good 5 figures a month, right? This can be, and you can be a realtor, a real estate agent. You can be like for me, my business, our physiotherapists who commit time to improve and work hand therapists as well. You can earn 10,000, 15,000 a month. Okay, these are highly paid skills. These are not employees of mine. They are highly paid freelancers, right? They are like mini entrepreneurs of their own. You can another highly paid skill that you can have is tradesman. A plumber is a highly paid skill. Seriously, a handyman as well. If my toilet bowl is stuck, I'll call a handyman because I do not know how to do it, or I may not want to deal with the shit that's stuck, right? So a highly paid skill is skills that you can pick up that can earn you more than 10K a month minimum, ideally 20, 30, 40K, right? So, and lastly, at the top of the list for income generation, the column is what I call scalable business. Scalable business are businesses that you can scale beyond yourself, either by delegating to people that you hire and or delegating the technology, like an online business, like a YouTube business, a TikTok business, so on and so forth. So this is the first corner of my wealth triangle thesis. Is we talk about income generation, and it's almost never wrong to wanting to earn more and to actually earning more. And the internet has changed a lot of things. The gig economy, the sharing economy has changed a lot of things as well. So that's the first corner of my wealth triangle thesis. Okay, and then I'm going to introduce you to the next two corners, because at the first corner it will lead to the next two, right? So this one is a slightly gets a bit more complex, but to make things simple, you start off with income generation. From income generation, you pay a certain amount to your living expense, right? Whatever it is, your rent, your mortgage, your food. Okay, that's this one. Okay, a certain portion goes to living expense. And then what I would recommend is that 70% of your surplus, of your extra, to push into the income investing. This is what I'm doing. Okay, 70% of my cash goes into income investing. That means it's dividend stocks or rental properties or REITs, which is real estate investment trust. You also another form of rental, or index funds. This is the easiest and the lowest things. For most people who want to make their life complex, just go from income generation, save, and go into income investing. The reason why I go with income investing is because you want to buy assets that make you money even though you're not working. So things like dividend stocks or rental properties. Rental properties, when done right, you will get rental income every single month. Likewise for dividend stocks, if you buy the right dividend stocks that are stable, you'll get money every 3 months, 6 months. It's about the same. Dividend stocks you can get about maybe 5% per year. Rental properties you can get maybe 5% plus per year, depending on how much you loan. Okay, so that's to make it very simple. In fact, if you don't want to take any risk by going to number 3, which is growth investing, you can just push all your surplus into your income investing. That's the simplest, easiest, and fast free. But because I want to have a little more returns, so I carve out a small portion of my surplus. So you see 70%, see the 70% here, 70% of my surplus goes to income investing. Then I got remainder 30%, right? But I won't use up 30%. 10% will be held in hand for cash. Who knows, right? You need to go for some birthday events or travel. So you need cash on hand. Now 20% I'll put into growth stuff. You can put into growth stocks. Growth investing are basically investing in things that have higher returns, but also have slightly higher risk compared to income investing. Income investing is pretty stable. Growth stocks are your stocks like your tech stocks, your Google, your Tesla, your Apple, your Facebook, right? Although they took a hit right now, but if you zoom out, they are the growers. They really grow. Okay, and you can also look at other growth stuff such as cryptocurrency. Again, another very highly volatile stuff. Bitcoin has gone from 3,000 to 19,000 to 3,000 to moving sideways 20, 30, 40, 50, as high as 70,000, and then smash all the way down right now, hovering between 19 and 20,000. It is volatile. But if you look at year on year, it's grown 100% every single year. So I would not want to miss on this opportunity to grow my money faster. So I'll cover a small portion of my money into growth investing and a big chunk of it into income investing, right? So this is my primary or first draft of my thesis, my wealth triangle thesis. Then the real question you ask, what's the goal? Why do this? Everything you must ask, what's your goal? What's the point? Without a point, there's no point. You see? So I have two goals, right? Over here. The goal number one, you see at the bottom here, the one with the big sign. The first goal is to decouple my time from income generation. Because yes, even though I love to work, I love meeting new people, working has a lot of plus points. Meeting new people, discussing ideas, is you can fight for, you can work for a cause that you believe in. You can potentially meet your spouse. There's so many benefits to income generation, but I want to just decouple my time from money so that I don't have to keep working for money. When that happens, when I can decouple my income from money, that means that the income generated from my dividend stocks can pay for my living expense. And then what happens that 80% of income, you see, can go straight into income investing, and let's call it 70%, and 20% of income can go straight into growth investing. Therefore, all my jobs, my businesses, the income from this income generation doesn't have to go to living expense anymore. Living expense can be paid for by income investing for my income stocks, right? And that means that at this point, I get to choose, maybe I don't want to work anymore. Maybe I can retire my spouse, my wife, my husband, right? Maybe I can send my kids to more tuition or to private school, or I can just, I want to level up my life a little bit. I can travel a bit more with my family. I can spend time to take care of my loved ones who are either sick or just want more time with me, or I can give more. I can just give more to charities that I care about. That is the goal, right? Decouple your time, my time, from active income generation, so that my investments will pay for my living expense. And then I'm free. And then you're free. That's my wealth triangle thesis. Of course, I can keep working and just keep perpetuating it for fun, but I have the flexibility to choose whether I want to work or don't want to work, how long I want to work, with whom I want to work with. You know what I mean? So, and this is what I've been thinking all this while, and I'm consolidating into this wealth triangle thesis. So I hope this is helpful for you. If you like it, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. That's all I have for you today. Take care. Bye.